Hi everybody, this is Bob from Buckeye Sports Center. Really excited today to talk about the new 2021 Moomba Max. This is a really exciting model. It's a unique model to the marketplace because it is so big and so deep and such a great value. This boat's almost 23 feet long, but as you can see, it is ginormous. It is a very, very large, very, very deep boat. Moomba places 4,000 pounds of ballast in this boat is kind of a standard feature. So really, this gives you just a massive boat, but not a lot of money. But it's still loaded with a lot of cool features that we'll talk about once we get inside. But you know, really the big thing and the most noticeable thing is it's maximum. It's maxed out, it's a max, it's a big, big boat. So Moomba's got a couple different things going on the hull of the boat. We've got the surf system, the flow surf system that's included, you know, to kind of get your surf wave locked in, as well as this hydraulic wake plate. Which again, that will allow you to tweak the wave a little bit. It also operates, you know, kind of independently to help you get up on plane. So again, a lot of customization with this Moomba Max, with the Moomba system that they've put together, and really a great value for a, you know, more of a value priced boat. So in the transom area of the Moomba Max, you know, for a simple boat with a simple design, it does have a couple cool little areas. Obviously, you've got the swim platform that's, you know, catered to make the best surf wave. But there's also this kind of little boot up seat type thing that I'm sitting in right now, which is kind of convenient. It's not a full legitimate seat, but it's, you know, good enough to get your stuff booted up and a nice step down to the platform. A little pop-up thing to use for tubing or water skiing back there that's really convenient. And then new added to this model was the walk-through on the transom, so you don't have to step to get inside the boat. You don't have to step on the upholstery, which is pretty cool. So as we move into the cockpit of the Max, again, we're just looking at how big and deep this boat is and how much space we have in this cockpit area. Again, we're close to a 23-foot boat, but it feels like a 24. Very, very high freeboards, you know, cushioning, paneling all the way through, you know, stainless steel grab handles, you know, a nice new windshield that they've added this year, which is pretty cool. You know, cup holders throughout, you know, little storage areas for phones and different things. You know, obviously you've got your cockpit speakers as well, but just a general maximized area to sit in. This boat's opted for the upgraded flooring, which is pretty slick, similar to the higher end wake boats with like the C-deck style flooring. This boat's also equipped with a wakeboard tower, easily fold down. It comes with a bimini top. 2 tower speakers. Swivel board racks are included on this model. Really convenient, easy to use. So you don't have to hang over the side of the boat to get your boards on. A couple different sizes of width depending on the thickness of the board you have. And then you can pop it back in place and get ready to ride. Again, it used to be that you'd have on a value-oriented boat like this, you might have a thumb screw set up to lower the tower down. This one's got a nice lever for locking and unlocking, no thumb screws that would strip or anything like that. So again, new upgrades that they've added over the last couple years to enhance the boat, make the tower better. So the dash is, again, the key feature where people are gonna, you know, obviously spend a lot of time. You know, Moomba tries to keep things simple. You know, you don't have, you know, all this craziness going on. They want to keep the cost relatively good, but at the same time, you want to have a boat that's easy to use, easy to operate, and I think they really hit a home run on making this boat really easy to use. A simple little digital screen that's been out for a few years now, where you've got your, you know, speed control can easily be touched and set on and off by this button. Your cruise control setting is right there. Your speed control is right there. Your gauges, you can actually adjust what you want on the right hand side here. It also shows your percentage of ballast right on the home screen, and then there's other screens to get into your wake plate, where theirs are set at, or go back home. So again, it's really intuitive, easy to use, not too complicated. All your lights are easily accessible on the left hand side here. Your stereo, as well as your surf system, left or right switch, is located on the right hand side here. So again, none of it's blocking my view, none of it's blocking my vision. I've got plenty of space as a bigger guy to sit in a couple different seating positions depending on how I feel comfortable. You know, really a premium dash without going too overboard. That's the whole point of a Moomba, is not to go crazy. And you know, as I look down here, the 17-person capacity on this boat, so this boat's super, super big. Another thing that I like to point out, which they've relocated, is the battery switch is actually right here now, so it's super easy to get to. You don't have to like climb into a storage compartment to turn on the battery, so that's pretty slick. You know, again, other little cool storage compartment, kind of a glove box type deal here. as well as a traditional glove box over on the port side console that kind of fills in the same area with a cell phone spot. And again, C-deck, or this padded decking material where you can put your phone where it's not going to slide around all the way through the boat. So one of the things I always like to point out, obviously in these type of boats, is the storage area. And Moomba does a good job of, a lot of times a storage area in an unfinished boat, you'll see carpet just put in there just to kind of clean it up. But Moomba doesn't put in all the horizontal surfaces in the boat, you're not going to see any carpet. So if I look into this storage compartment, it's pretty deep, but there's no carpet in it. So if you get wet spots, it's nice and kind of rubbery feeling, so you can feel comfortable putting skis in there, life jackets, whatever you want. It's going to drip and not get a mildewy wet carpet, because there's no carpet in any of those horizontal surfaces. The same thing goes for as we move into the battery storage and then this kind of port side storage as well. None of the storage down there is going to be carpeted. So if you do end up throwing stuff down there, you've got charging system on this boat as well as amplifiers. So the last area we're going to talk about as far as seating goes is in the bow area of this boat. Again, 22.5 foot, almost 23 foot boat. A nice wide bow area without going, too deck boat style, but you do have a nice wide bow where, 2 to 3 people can sit up here really comfortably. And you do have nice entry and exit with the decking pads added to the bow. So if people are boarding the boat from the bow or from a dock or something, you've got nice areas to step on. Bow filler cushion comes in and out. Just in general, a nice area up here it's comfortable, it's deep feeling. Stainless steel grab handles instead of cheap plastic ones, just a really good overall feel to the bow. Another cool feature on the Moomba Max is this seat slider in the middle. So you can actually pick up the seat, slide it to a couple different positions where people can kind of sit facing backwards. There actually is a rear backrest option you can get to actually have a legitimate, backrest to this. But if you kind of wanted to sit facing backwards or, kind of use it, some people kind of use this as kind of a center table in a way. You can do that. So it gives some versatility to the seating. And then as we move to the transom, you've got 2 large storage compartments that are super deep, super big. Obviously you've got the optional or the included ballast in the boat as well, but you can actually pile stuff on top of that when you're not using it. But that thing is cavernous, so at the end of the day, to throw your wakeboards in there, you can pretty much store whatever you need on either side of the engine. And then the last thing we'll talk about is the engine itself. It's a 6.2 liter Ford Raptor by Inmar. It's 400 foot-pounds of torque. Nice little area here on the top for storage. So this Moomba Max is powered by the Inmar Ford Raptor 400, 400 foot-pounds of torque. It's a 6.2 liter motor, a lot of torque to it, plenty of low-end power. Obviously you need that for a boat this size with this much ballast. It works really well for surf application. This is a standard motor in this boat and it works really, really well. The other nice thing is it's a 6.2 liter. So a lot of times other brands you're using a 6.0 liter or something different, and this one really does have a newer current technology engine. An engine that typically would be considered an upgrade from several brands is standard on this model. So it's kind of a good setup as being an included feature without having to upgrade it. So thanks again for taking a look at the Moomba Max 2021 with us here at Buckeye Sports Center. For more information, visit our website, buckeyesportscenter.com. Thanks for watching.